It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? I guess you kind of figured out. You see that sign in the back? You're saying, hey, okay, that dude, that must be Geno. You're right. The Geno Jones Show. That's me. I come to you live Monday through Friday. 6:30 p.m. Eastern here in the Carolinas. 5:30 if you're in Chicago. 3:30 p.m. out in the West Coast, out in Los Angeles. 1:30 out in Hawaii. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. You and everybody that you know, everybody that you like, that you love, that you ain't too crazy about, that you really can't stand, that you hate, strangers, aliens. Tell them all. It's simply Tina Turner. Tina Turner had a song called Simply the Best. Simply the best and the baddest in the business. The Geno Jones Show. And go back and binge watch every episode. They say subscribe, like, and share. I say subscribe, share, like this in every episode. And go back and binge watch. Let's jump right into the show. So, speaking of shows coming back, well, they're back at the Red Table having a conversation. Yes, the Red Table Talk is back. It came back last night. Now, for those who don't know, the Red Table Talk, it is a Facebook Watch talk show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, right? Yeah, and her daughter, her mom's been on there with her, and Willow's been on there with her. Will has been on there with her. Now, Will wasn't on there last night. As a matter of fact, her guest was Janelle Monáe. Shout out to Janelle Monáe, who just informed the world that she is non-binary. Now, in case you're wondering, okay, Geno, what does non-binary means? She said that she does not identify as only a woman. She connects with people's energy. She has energy that is female. She has energy that is male, but she says she will always stand and represent and stand for and support women, especially black women. Gotcha, my sister. She is so very talented. As a matter of fact, she reminds me, the first time I saw Janelle Monáe, she reminded me of Prince. Speaking of Prince, got a special shout out for Prince coming up in a few minutes. But let's get back to Jada Pinkett Smith, Red Table Talk last night. So at the beginning of the show, so Jada's got this card, like a cue card, like an index card. So she was running a disclaimer. So you know everybody was tuning. You know what everybody, always Nelly would say, everybody wanted to talk about. First of all, there's like, yo, where Will at? What we doing? You gonna do this talk show and not talk about what we want to talk about? What we want to hear you talk about? So Jada had her card. Shout out to her publicist. You could tell somebody wrote it for her. You got that kind of money, you hired people to do that. As a matter of fact, she literally had the card. And basically it said, considering all that has happened in the last few weeks, the Smith family has been focused on deep healing. As a matter of fact, some of the discoveries around our healing, it will be shared at the table when the time calls. In essence, mind y'all damn business, shut the you-know-what up. I ain't talking about it, and I ain't gonna talk about it until I feel like talking about it, and I may not talk about it at all. All right, how about that? So, all right, Jada, do you, it's your show, do you. Because on my show, I do me. Now, let me go back to Prince. I was talking about Janelle Monáe. Janelle's energy, she reminded me, when I first saw her, of Prince. She had his energy, she had his swag. It was like a female version of Prince doing her thing. She's very talented, can play multiple instruments in the whole 9 yards. Speaking of Prince, rest in peace, power, and paradise. Rest in heaven to Prince Rogers Nelson. That's his real name, Prince Rogers Nelson. He died 6 years ago today from an accidental overdose of fentanyl. It is just, man, we lost so many greats. I mean, Michael, Prince, Whitney, Gerald Levert, Luther, whose birthday was yesterday, would have been 71. I could go on and on and on and on and on, but you know, his music, his memory lives on forever. And I heard Apollonia doing a radio interview today. Shout out to Apollonia. Shout out to Morris Day. Apollonia said that Prince, he made peace and kind of apologized and told Apollonia that he loved her a couple months before he died, back in 2016. It's been 6 years ago. Can you believe? Wow. 6 years ago. So rest in peace, power in paradise to one bad brother, Prince Rogers Nelson. All right, speaking of a bad brother, before I bring him on camera, happy birthday to Rachel Lindsay. Now, who's Rachel Lindsay? So if you watch The Bachelorette, if you watch The Bachelor, and full confession, just keeping it real, just being honest with you, full disclosure, I should say, full disclosure and true confession, I don't watch either one. I never did. I didn't. I mean, I was happy to see some black folks on there, but then that was kind of complicated. I'm like, okay, good. Like, I think they had the brother on, and I was like, I think it was like maybe one sister on there. I'm like, really? We doing this? Anyway, I digress. So Rachel Lindsay, she was the Bachelorette for season 13, and she was one of the contestants for season 21 of The Bachelor. So Rachel Lindsay is 37. This brother named, let's see, you seen him in Tyler Perry movies. Brian White, I had to slide over there for a second. Brian White, now you've seen it, well, in a lot of movies. I think some of these are Tyler Perry movies. He was, I Can Do Bad by Myself. He was in the movie Good Deeds. If you are a fan of Scandal, he was kicking it with Olivia Pope's character. Olivia Pope was a character. That was Kerry Washington's character. So if you are a Scandal fan, you probably remember the whatever season it was when he and Olivia Pope were kind of hooking up. So Brian White today is having a birthday. Happy birthday to you, brother. And Terrence J. I remember when he first started off 106 in Park. He was in the movie Think Like a Man. He was in the movie Stomp the Yard, The Homecoming. And now he's doing this thing on E! Entertainment. Terrence J. is 40 today. Happy birthday. So now let me bring on my guest. I'm really excited. Full disclosure, this brother is a good friend of mine. And man, we hadn't talked to each other in a while. You know, with COVID, there's so many people that you haven't seen or haven't had a chance to talk to. So it was just really good. You know, I've been following him on social media. You know, he's been following me, watching the show. So I came here in 2005. So not too long after that is when we first met. He was jumping his career off. And boy, he's got an incredible story. Oh my God, an incredible story to share with you of never giving up on yourself and always betting on you. You know, I say, I don't gamble, but in Vegas, in Las Vegas, they say always bet on black, which I agree. Always bet on black folks. I say, but in life, always bet on you. Because the one thing, please hear me, the one thing that nobody can beat you doing, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Prince, it's Terrence J, if it's LeBron James, if it's Beyonce, if it's Barack Obama. The one thing that none of them can beat you doing is being the best version of yourself. And oh my God, if you can master that, if you can get that down, just be the best version of you, you're unstoppable. Always bet on yourself. Put in the work. You got to put in the work. But if you're willing to put in the work and if you're willing to bet on yourself, you are unstoppable. And this brother, he lives by that spirit, because when you hear his story, it's like literally almost like a comeback story to life. Anyway, he has got some new fire. Oh my God. He got the party fire. He got the baby making fire and everything in between. This brother's so bad, he got like 3-4 singles. He's dropping like now. So I'm going to bring him on camera, ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay, R&B singer and my dear friend, Mr. Marcus Allen. What up, family? There you are.
What's going on?
How you like that intro?
Oh man, that was bad, man. I'm gonna have to bring you to the show.
I was gonna come on, man. I look, brother. I still got 2 years of college tuition to pay, so I need another check. so put me out on the road. Put me in the rider. You got your hype man. I'll be your hype man, dude. And it'll be clean. You know, I I love hip hop, but we're gonna put a new spin on it. We're gonna put the swag. We're gonna be clean with the swag and the clean hype man. They go like, damn, that's the cleanest hype man I ever seen. Pimp sharp, casket sharp. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Pleasure,
Oh
man. Pleasure to
man,
be on, man.
it
Pleasure.
is. It is. I see. Look, the lab. We're talking about the lab. I see the lab in the background, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
So
for
listen,
sure.
I'm so excited to talk about this new music, but let's do this because I know you and I, we got a chance to catch up off camera, and
Yeah,
you know, the last couple of years, we all have gone through so much. I mean, with COVID and just you know the 2020 election, but you know, I had a guest yesterday, Dr. Bell, and we were talking about COVID and people not wanting to wear masks and everything. We have lost 988,000 plus. So nearly 1 million Americans since March of 2020 have died from COVID 19. Now that's 988,000 families. I don't think people can really wrap their brain around that. You got mothers
right.
that have lost sons and daughters. You got sons and daughters that have lost parents and grandparents. You got sisters that have lost sisters and brothers that have lost sisters and brothers. And you got people that have lost children, infants, just, you know, family members, fraternity, sorority brothers and sisters, co-workers. Um, and you've got an incredible story, man. And I am so happy. And listen, God is awesome. And I know I don't need to tell you that because you were living proof. So I'm going to shut up. I want you to share your story, man, and talk about, you know, what the last couple of years and how that's inspired you to do what you're doing now, because we're going to talk about the music that you dropped, which is incredible.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, for sure, man. I took a break from music for about a year and a half, I'd say, if not a little bit longer. But in that course of time, I went through some of the darkest moments of my life. Um, uh, it started off by me losing my best friend, my little brother.
Mm.
Um, and that was that. I think that's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to experience in this lifetime. And because he was always with me, always on the road with me, you know, always in the studio with me, creating records with me. So and always had my six when I was going on stage, coming off stage. So it was almost like I didn't know how to move forward without him.
And Marcus, let me jump in here just for a second,
Yeah.
man, because I want to let's pay respect because you said your brother was always with you. He's still
Yes.
with you because his
Yes.
spirit is it's not just with you, it's in you. So
Yeah.
let's honor the brother. You know, they say those who have passed on. You know, when you say their name, when you acknowledge them, you just give credit to the fact that their spirit is here. So let's
Yeah.
acknowledge him, man. What's his name? And show him some respect here.
Ramon,
All right, Ramon.
my
Yeah.
brother Ramon.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So, he was always with me, and just like you said, he still is. But it was the hardest thing, losing him. Um, and right after I lost him, I fell victim to COVID and pneumonia, and was in the hospital for a long time, and on oxygen and whatnot, and not knowing whether I was gonna actually, make it myself or come out of it myself, fighting for my life. And then once I got out of the hospital, I had to, take small steps and walks and things of that nature to get my lung situation back up. And I got bit by a brown recluse spider, one of the most poisonous spiders in the world.
Oh my
So I was
God.
back in the hospital with that. When I got out of the hospital with that, I got into a car accident. So I was back in the hospital with that.
Oh my
So it
God.
was this ongoing things that transpired and that happened in my life. And then I finally said, you know what? I don't need music. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I don't know how it's gonna feel without him.
Mm.
And I don't know what it was. I just couldn't walk away. Um, you got a passion and a love for it. And I know my brother Ramon, I know he would have wanted me to go harder than what I ever
Yes. There you
had gone
I
before.
was just about to say that. I
You
was like,
understand?
Ramon wasn't gonna let you. Ramon, I'm sure he came to you like while you were asleep, like, yo, bro, come on, man. I'm still
Yeah.
riding with you, pimping. We got to do this even harder, like you said. Let's go.
And so now, and with that on my back, it was like, let's go. And when I started, I didn't want to stop. And for the first time in my career, it was like I don't want to leave the studio, just leave it here.
Wow.
Or when I leave, I'm itching to get back in. And so, and that's where these records came from. All these records, it just came from just nonstop, just wanting to do music, wanting to create, and pour out everything that I've been through, pour it out into the music and leave it there. You know. And so here we are, finally back. Like I wanted to come back, but last year, but God's plan was different. And so here we are now. We got the new single, like no other. We got another new single called Slide. They're going in two different directions, but it's a beautiful thing.
So let
And
me
then we're
wait.
about to drop another record
So hold on.
tomorrow.
I got to wait. So let me jump in. I don't want to rush through this, man. This is my show. We gonna let this thing
Yeah,
breathe,
yeah,
man. We gonna let this thing breathe. We want
yeah.
people
I'm just a
to feel
guest. You
the
the
energy.
boss.
So let's talk about because you blessed me by allowing me to hear like all three of these singles, and I called you back. So what you all
Yeah,
don't know, I got a chance to hear these, and I got like 60 seconds, like a little snippet of each. And so Marcus and I had talked. I'm like, all right, Marcus, I'm looking forward to it, man. We're gonna be on the show. And so he said, all right, man. I just check IG. I just sent you. I heard these. He will tell you this is no lie. Like not even 2 minutes later, I was like, dude. I was like, man, this ish is fire. I'm like, this
yeah,
is, hey, best new artist, Grammys, Billboard, BET Awards. This is it right here, y'all. I'm talking about it's gonna be you're gonna be holding some trophies this time next year. We speaking that into existence because that's real
yeah,
talk. I mean,
for
it is
sure.
so. Let's talk about that first song, like no other, because that's the and
Yeah,
ironic. That's the first one I heard, and I heard that I was like,
yeah,
ooh, I'm like, okay. So it's talking
yeah.
what I'm sure it's the story behind it, and or who or what was the inspiration behind it.
Like no other, man. It was just, basically what you want, what we all would want in that significant other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want your lover to be your homie, your lover, and your friend. You want to
Yes.
be able to have those conversations, communication, and do whatever, be down for whatever, talk about whatever with them. And that's kind of like where that record came from, you know, having that significant other that you can do all those things with and be all those things with. You know what I'm saying? Without judgment.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
I
sure,
love it.
for
So
sure.
so now let's go to Slide. Cause first
Oh
you hit
man.
me with the like no other. And so
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I know who I gotta play this for. She don't even know it's coming.
yeah, yeah.
Just that little bit. I just, honey, I just here. Just pause what you watching. Just gonna take 60 seconds. I just want you to hear this. Boom.
Yeah.
And then I'm good. Then I'm like, all right, go back and finish watching what you were watching.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Slide is crazy, man. That record came out of nowhere. I actually was on the phone with Sean Dovey. And he said, "Hey, I want to send you something, and I've been hearing a lot about Southern soul and you know, the music that everybody's making, and I'm listening to it, and I hear it,
Yeah.
and I keep hearing people come and tell me like, just give it a shot, see what you would do with it. Just do it. You'd be dope at it. So I said, I'll give it a try. I kept hearing it, so I said, why not? Give it a try. Sean Dobie sent me this crazy record, and I think I wrote it. I wrote it in went to the studio late one night. It was late, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I stayed into the studio until about 3:30, and the record was done. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, and it's all about every record that I'm doing is all about feeling good about something or someone. It's all about feeling good because that's where I am right now. That's where I am. So the record came out the way it did, and I'm super excited about the music. I'm in love with my own music for the first time ever, and I can't wait to share with the world. I can't wait to get on someone's stage and share it with the people.
So wait, Marcus, I gotta stop you again right there because you just said something that is so profound. And the funny thing is that, like I said, we've known each other. I came here in 2005, and not too long after that is when I first met you. I mean, you would, hey, new artist, you doing your thing. We both on our grind, trying to
Yeah,
go to that next level to be the best version of ourselves. But
for sure.
to hear you say that this is out now, correct me if I'm wrong, but to hear you say this is the first time you were really in love with your own music.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
This is the first time in my whole career
Wow.
where I could turn my record on and put it on repeat and dance just like I didn't make it. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? And that alone in itself feels amazing. You know what I'm saying? And to feel every word, my purpose was done. I poured out all my passion and love and pain on all these records, and I left it there. And it shows. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good to know
So
that.
so let me ask you something. Do you think had you not gone through everything that you went through, unfortunately, I know my mother who's watching now, she's my number one fan and my executive producer. Shout out to anybody else. And if you got a question for Marcus, I have a live chat room open when I'm on camera. Feel free to jump in. Let's shout out English Promotions.
Shout out any promotion,
Yeah,
Stage
there
Entertainment.
you
Shout out
go.
to
Yes,
us.
right. That's right. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We gon' I'm gonna help him sell all them downloads. I got this. I got this part now. But we appreciate you. You work that chat room because he gon' I don't care what he sell. He could be selling drawers, socks, incense, legal marijuana, whatever he's selling. We gonna help him sell it on the show today.
That's
So,
right.
but the question I was gonna ask, man, is do you think that you would have gotten to the point to where, like you said, this is the first time that you fell in love or in love with your own music? Do you think you would have got there had you not gone through all the trials and tribulations that you had to go through, unfortunately? Because my mother
To
says
be,
God don't make no mistakes.
that's
She
right.
told me all my life. She's like, Genie, and my grandmother, someone that taught my mother and me, she said, Genie, God don't make no mistakes.
That's right. That's right. That's a good question. And to be honest with you, I think that if I didn't go through all those trials and tribulations and all that pain, I don't think that I'd be here in the music business right now at all.
Wow.
Because there was a moment, we had COVID and whatnot, and there was a moment where I was very comfortable and very happy not being in the music business.
Mm.
I found comfort there. I was excited about just being that person, because a lot of people don't know what comes with being in the music business. See what I'm saying? And it's fun. A lot of people don't understand what comes with being in the music business. And it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of pressure. It comes with a lot of patience. It comes with a lot of having to turn the other cheek and the other cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I'm
So,
gonna say what he see. He being nice, but come on,
yes,
man,
I
it's the
am.
Geno Jones show. We keep it
Okay.
1,000. So I'm gonna say what he really don't. He's trying not to say it because he's trying to respect the show. But damn that, respect the show by keeping it real. I know my
Yeah.
mother's watching, so mother, I apologize. But he really wants to say it's a lot of bullshit that you got to go through.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. The game
Unnecessary bullshit.
unnecessary. Yes, yes. It's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of BS in the music business, and I got comfortable with just creating my businesses, doing my thing, and it was good. So I was like, well, what's the reason to go back to the bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I'm good now. And then I realized that I couldn't run from my purpose. I couldn't run from what what I was destined to do. And the pain and the tragedy and the ups and downs made me a better man. It made me a better artist. It made
Yeah.
me a better person.
And your
Um,
and your brother was tapping you on the shoulder.
and my brother was
Ramon,
tapping my shoulder the whole
Ramon,
time.
right? Ramon,
Yes,
yeah,
Ramon was tapping me on the
Ramon was
shoulder
like,
the
"Come
whole
on, G."
time. And so I had no choice but to get back in the game. And now I honestly feel like, Gino, I honestly feel like I'm equipped for anything at this point.
Yeah.
You know, because I came back doing one thing. I made one promise to myself, and that promise was, if I come back to the game, I'm gonna make the music that makes me feel good. Because in the
Yes.
past, Gino, you know how this game is. In the past, it
Yes.
was like, I hope that they're happy. I hope that they're happy. I
Hmm.
hope my fans are happy. I hope the radio people are happy. I hope the promoters, everybody but me.
Yes.
Now, I know if I make something that I love and that I'm
Hey,
passionate about, that somebody out there is gonna feel me. And
man.
that's what's happened.
Bruh, man, listen, Marcus,
Yeah,
what comes from the heart always touches the heart.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
that's authentic. You can't fake that.
Yeah,
That's what connects. We were just talking about Luther. You and I were
yeah.
talking about Luther off camera. Luther's birthday was yesterday. He would have been 71. And of course, tragically, he died. Wait, as a matter of fact, the year I came here in 2005. But still, I saw Luther, a video of some of his music on the phone, and you still get them chills because it was just,
Hmm.
and he was just Luther. You know, he didn't
Yeah,
have like the beautiful voice like Smokey, or he didn't have the deep Barry White thing. He didn't have the Marvin Gaye or the David Ruffin, but he had Luther,
he had the Luther.
and he was the best at being Luther. And could
That's exactly
nobody
right.
to this day, ain't nobody, you can't imitate it, you can't copy that.
Nah.
Think
Mm-mm.
about, if you think about Aretha is another one. You can't
Yeah.
copy Aretha.
No, you can't.
Aretha
Mm-mm.
is, when you heard Aretha, when you hear Aretha,
You know.
even when she was singing classical, she was at the Grammys and the dude lost his voice and she up there singing and had never sang classical opera, but it was still Aretha. And that's a gift. That's an anointing, man. So, man, you tapped into it. Let's talk about the grass is greener. So I'm sure there's a story behind that. Tell us that. And did you write all three of these? Who did you
Yes,
collaborate
I
with?
did.
Okay.
I definitely wrote all three. But yeah, grass ain't greener. Funny. It's the typical story, man. It's the typical thing that a lot of us don't want to talk about. You know, a lot of times as men, you know what I'm saying, we tend to test the waters.
Mm-hmm.
And in testing the waters, a lot of us get caught.
Yep.
And getting caught, you realize when your significant other or your woman that was a good woman that you took a chance on thinking that something was the grass was greener on the other side, she found someone else that saw her worth. And as soon as you saw that, you wanted her back.
Yep. Too late.
You know, too late.
Your ass
But
got over
you know
there.
what? Hey, but you know, as men, we'll say anything to get a woman back.
Yeah. Come on. Preach.
And that's it. We'll say anything, we'll do anything. That's what grass ain't greener is, you know?
That's right. Don't
Basically,
you get over
basically
there.
being like that.
As a matter of fact, you find that grass ain't even grass. It's brown. It's dirt. You
Come
be
on,
like,
man.
damn.
Come on, man.
In the club with
Yeah.
the lights out, that grass looked green as hell. It looked like some true green lawns. Look, they had landscapers coming there every day. Man, you get over there, that grass is brown.
Man,
Look
come
like the
on.
Dust Bowl. You're like, what the? Damn, what? And you looking,
Oh,
it's too
man.
late. Jody got your girl and gone,
It's
boy.
too is he gone. He's gone. And that's really what grass ain't greener is, you know? Grass ain't greener on the other side.
So who
You
are some
know?
of the producers you work with? Shout out to Sean Dolby. Sean, his family, man. Sean helped me. He was one that really, the launch of the Geno Jones show was at the Chameleon Studios. As a matter of fact, the open and
Oh,
close was done by Sean Dolby. So that's family. I love him. I know he's doing his thing in Georgia. And I love that
yeah.
sample on Slide. Man, that sample, that's, because really, y'all kind of used one little sample at the beginning, and then you came with, I was like, oh, snap. We doing that?
But look, I'm gonna blow your mind. Everybody thinks it's a sample, but it's not a sample.
What?
Yeah, it's not a
Wow.
sample. Yeah, it's not a sample. It's played. That's played. That's played. So it's definitely not a
Did you
sample.
play it or Sean played it?
No, Sean.
Well,
Sean, you know
well,
Sean.
you know what? I'm not
Sean is
surprised.
a master at that.
Dude,
Yeah, he's
man,
a master
come
at
on.
Yeah,
people
he's a master at that.
people sleeping on Sean, but that's about the end
Oh
because
yeah.
this Sean Dobie is no joke. Shout out to
Wait,
your family. You need to call your ass need to call me. You change your damn number. Call me one time. And you're right. I know you watching it because you watch every episode because I tag your social media page. So, but don't worry, Marcus got me. I'll get your number from Marcus, but I'm still
yeah,
talking, and I ain't talking about you behind your back. I'm looking right in
that's
the
right.
camera, talking about you to your face. So, who are some of the other producers, Marcus, you work with, man?
I kind of work really closely with just a few guys. I got a guy named Jimmy out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I work with, and then I work with Dempsey on the beat.
Okay,
He's working, doing a lot of work with Jazza Faye right now,
cool.
and working with a lot of other artists at the moment as well. And I work very closely with him on a lot of records. So he did Grass Ain't Greener. He did Like No Other.
Okay, I was gonna ask you who did the beats on Like No Other. Okay, he did
Yeah,
both of them.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's
And
so
I wrote all the records. And yeah, I did some recording at Summertown Studios in Somerville, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's been amazing, man. The process has been absolutely amazing. Now I just don't want to stop. Now I just want to keep recording.
So
So
listen, I know you got some tour dates. You got a full tour set up. Let us know where people can go see you. Give us that information because I know you're gonna be in the Carolinas. So let's talk about your touring, man.
yeah, just I'm just getting back into the game, so everything is like really, really fresh. It's really awesome. So I'll be actually tomorrow night I'll be doing headlining at Benedict College in Columbia. I'm the headliner for their R.I.P festival. So
Cool.
that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be my first show back. So I'm really excited.
I
And
can
then
imagine.
June is pretty crazy. I just got added to the Tank show in Columbia.
Straight? What? Man.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
just
shout out to Darrell Bibbs. I see you, Tank. I see you doing your thing.
and so I just got added to another show in Arizona, out in Arizona. There's so many bookings that are getting locked in as we speak. So I'm super excited about June. June and July are gonna
Man,
be really big months. Yeah,
man.
and you gotta come to the taping of the video to Slide. You gotta come.
All right, well, that was my next question. When we gonna get videos? Are you gonna have videos for all three singles? I'm hoping and praying you are, because
All three records
great.
will have videos heading into the summer.
And when you get them, make sure I need your people as soon as you get them, man. Send them to me. I mean, you send them to everybody else, but as soon as I get it, I'm gonna debut it on the show. I'm gonna put it in a
Oh,
regular
bless you,
rotation where folks can
bless
see
you.
it because I love all three of these songs. Man, how excited must you be? I'm sure you've been rehearsing and the whole nine yards, and you've probably
Yeah.
been like dreaming what it's gonna be. But speaking of, let me just say this: for those who have not been blessed enough to see this brother perform live. So now we're about to tell you where you can go and download this music, download these singles that I'm talking about. But if you love the singles, oh yeah, just wait till you see this brother on stage live. You know, there's some artists, they sound great on the radio. You know, the video looks great, the whole nine yards, because they got good editors. But then when you see him live, you're like, hey, who the hell is? Hey, where the dude that is on the record? Because this can't
Right.
be him. And then you got some folks on the record, they sound great, but then when you see him live, it's a whole different energy. You'd be like, oh, snap, damn. And
Yeah.
that's the way it's supposed to be, old school. It's like, what you do on vinyl, yeah, that's, you show you, but live, I don't have to tell you, I can't sing, but I mean, as the performer, a hype man doing stand up, it's just a different energy. And I've seen you live, so look, I know what y'all in store for. But I'm just telling you, if Marcus Allen is headlining or opening up or whatever, y'all need to go see my man. Because when you do, you'll be like, damn, G, you were right, bro. You absolutely right. You could be an AR person. No, I can be me. I just have these folks on the show. But this is a great talent, but he's an even better person. So I'm just really happy for you. So let everybody know where they can go and download this music right now. And anything else, give them all your social media information. Anything else that they can follow, support Marcus Allen. I know you said you've been very successful in some of your business. So promote and sell whatever the hell you promoting and selling. Come on and get your cheese right now.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say thank you for having me on, Gino, man. You're a legend, a pioneer, in this music game, in this radio game. Thank you so much for allowing me on your show. Um, Shout out to everybody out there watching. I just want to say before I say anything else, if I may, if you have a dream, chase it. If you believe in yourself more than you believe in anything else in this world. You can do anything, and I mean anything you put your mind to and have passion about. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can and can't do, because anything in this world is possible. Trust me. Um, and you can check out all my music. You can download it everywhere on all digital platforms. Go to Spotify and just press the play button. And I pray that you will find yourself a new artist to listen to on a day-to-day basis. Um, I'll be in Columbia tomorrow night at Benedict College headlining. Please come out and check me out at the Benedict Stadium. And yeah, I mean, shout out to JG Entertainment, my management for over 10 years. Shout out to English Promotions, my promotion and marketing team. Shout out to my mama, I love you. Shout out to all my fans and
Wait a minute.
friends.
We got to stop and give mom her proper respect because I know my mother's watching. What's your mom's name?
Karen.
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 All right, Mama
Yeah.
Karen. I know you're
So,
proud of your son. I know you proud. Know you proud of your baby. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. And once again, we want to shout out Ramon because even though he's not here physically, but he is here. He's on stage. He's in that studio. He's right there with you right now. The spirit and the energy is there, man. And like my mother said, God don't make no mistakes. So I'm just, I am, dude. I'm happy for you. Like I made the damn records. I'm just even happier because we've known each other. Like I said, I followed your career. And I just always knew you just had that superstar talent, but it's just amazing the path that we take. And I can't say it enough. Like I said, my grandmother, Jean Jones, taught me and Mama, Jeannie, God don't make no mistakes. He had a plan and an anointing, and it's, sometimes we don't understand it, but it's to get where, he need us to be. Sometimes we got to just go through what Shaka had the song Through the Fire. Sometimes you just got to go through that fire, man. But like you said, now, if you've overcome all that, it's like,
let's go.
Unstoppable. What you said, let's go. He like, let's
go, man. Yeah. Let's go. I found myself in a place where, I fear nothing now, but God, you know what I'm saying? And I can overcome anything. If I made it through those things back to back and all at one time, then I can be unstoppable. I am unstoppable, And
right. Don't finish your thought because I just want to remind him about something that's happened in what you talked about the concert. But finish your thought first.
And it just reminded me that I am unstoppable, and I am. I'm a talented human being. I'm supposed to be here doing this music, man. So
and speaking of music, so tomorrow you are dropping. So it's like 3 new singles, and tomorrow you're dropping the
Grass Ain't Greener.
The Grass Ain't Greener tomorrow.
Yep.
So like no other, you can get now. Slide you can get now. The Grass Ain't Greener. What's gonna hit about midnight? You gonna do the Beyonce? Okay, there y'all go. So y'all ass is gonna be up late anyway. So at midnight, you can go to Spotify.
There you go.
And go
download that thing. Yeah.
All right, listen, Marcus Allen. I don't have to tell you, brother. You always got a home. I cannot wait to get these videos. I'm gonna be bugging your ass. You're gonna be blocking my number because I'm like, yo, Mark, where the video at? So whenever you do this shoot, holler at me. And let me know, because I'm still debating if I'm going to do something. So shout out to all of us Tauruses, because my birthday's May 20th, and I don't really make a fuss out of myself, but, I got some folks saying, yo, G, come on, man, we want to make a fuss about you, and I appreciate it because, people don't owe you anything. My grandfather taught me that, so I appreciate and I value anybody, because like I said, people don't owe you anything, and they don't have to be nice. But I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do something. I'm supposed to do something. I will talk about that more. But you just
Yeah.
let me know where and when ahead of time. I'm in. You already know that. I'm in.
Awesome.
It's a wrap.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Marcus Allen, ladies and gentlemen, once again, give your social media. That's what we didn't get. Give everybody all your social media information.
Oh, definitely. Everybody, please check me out on Instagram at Marcus Allen Official and on Facebook at Marcus Allen.
All
And if
right.
you want to book anything, 803-546-1145. That's JJ Entertainment.
All right, give him that. Slow down. Give him that number because that's we trying to get these checks. So we gonna slow down so y'all get. Even though if you're watching live, you say he said it too fast. Well, you can go back and watch it. But go ahead, hit them again with that number if they want to book you.
803-546-1145. JG Entertainment.
Marcus Allen, brother, God is awesome. Love and respect, man. And there's an anointing on you. You see it now. So I'm just excited to be a fan. I got like a front row seat to watch it. And so we naming and claiming the Grammys, the Billboard Music Awards. And so you're going to have to make room. I don't know if you got a trophy case, but you might want to make room because you're going to have some statues. We are speaking that into existence next year, man.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Thanks. We'll talk
Thank
to you
boy.
soon. Thank you, brother. All right.
God bless you, boss.
God bless you too, man. Good dude. Man, what an incredible story. Wow. Woo. God don't make no mistakes. That's all I can say on that. Always bet on yourself. You heard what the brother said. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. You bet on yourself, you can do anything. You're willing to put in the work. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles on the West Coast, 1:30 in Hawaii. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Now, if you're watching, you probably already subscribed, but you could be a new viewer. So, please, not just you, tell everybody you know, even the strangers, even the folks you don't like that owe you money, tell them to pay your ass. But when they pay you, tell them they need to subscribe to the channel and watch the Geno Jones Show. Subscribe, share, like this and every episode, and go back and binge watch some great shows. Go back and binge watch all my episodes. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. He's got a birthday Monday. Another Taurus. That's right, Tauruses. It's our time, baby. It's our time to shine. And not who's next, who's now. So Markel Bailey, the CEO of Designer Cuts. Check him out on Instagram, KLB Cutting Up. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, Bruce Gage, the official stylist, wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show. Allie Jones, fashion designer, fashion design major, Columbia College, Chicago, my alma mater. Check Allie out on Instagram. Check out her drip, her collection. It's Lexi with 2 X's, LEXXIE, underscores that line at the bottom below. So Lexi with 2 X's, underscore, line below. Nicole, then behind Nicole, underscore again, line below, designs. Lexi, 2 X's, underscore, Nicole, underscore, designs. And Bruce Gage is on Instagram. It is Miglio di Mario Uomo. That is his collection. So check out his collection and his drip. MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. That's MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. Miglio di Mario Uomo. Just search Bruce Gage on Instagram. Mother, I love you more than life itself. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for watching. I love each and every one of you all. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show tomorrow. You know what we do? Come on. Friday, it's the Friday edition of the Geno Jones Show Weekend Review. Oh, yeah, we're going to have big fun. 6:30 p.m. I want to thank everybody for watching once again. Thanks to my man, Marcus Allen. Wow, what an incredible, if you didn't see all the conversation, go back and watch it. Incredible story, inspirational. Oh, what meant parts, it would just bring you to tears, but it would bring the tears of joy and of inspiration. And the brother's music, once again, like no other. Slide and grass. What's it? Grass ain't greener. Want to get it right. That will drop tonight at midnight. And make sure to check him out. He's going to be performing live up at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina tomorrow night. And go to his website and his Instagram page. And I'm sure you can get all the information, some of the other tour dates. All right, everybody. One more thing before I get out of here. As always, be blessed. Pray for peace. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.